Hello guys, good morning. How are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video, folks. Today we are predicting the Premier League Week 3 of the Premier League of Darts BetMGM. The roadshow heads to Glasgow for the High Drove. 4 matches coming your way, so let's do them quickly before I go to regrow together. And today I'm going to Chislehurst Caves with Chislehurst Caves Day. Let's do them quickly. Before we get to the YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button. First up, Stephen Bunting against Gian van Veen. Stephen Bunting and Gian van Veen open proceedings in Glasgow as the Premier League reaches night 3. After making a terrible start last year, Stephen Bunting must be starting to worry that history is repeat itself as he enters the 3rd week of the Premier League action, still searching for their first victory of this year's edition. The Bullet once again performed well away from the TV stage this week, reaching the final of Players Championship 3 on Monday before a last 16 exit on the following day. Gian van Veen also active in Wigan but failed to make a dent in either event. But despite reaching the final of the opening night of the Premier League, we have still yet to see the best of the Dutchmen in this tournament, with the World Championship runner-up losing to the eventual night winner Gerwyn at the quarter-final stage in Antwerp last week. Van Veen's still finding his feet in a weekly darts roadshow, and we think this could be a good opportunity for Bunting to get off the mark, especially if he can replicate his floor form. But I'm going for Van Veen to win 6-3. Second match up, the Players Championship 4 winner Luke Humphries takes on debutant Josh Rock, who remains without a point in the Premier League. Luke Humphries was kicking himself in Antwerp last week after squandering several opportunities to defeat great rival Luke Littler in the quarterfinals. Indeed, the reigning Premier League champion has been picked up just 1 win across the first 2 Premier League nights, but he did enjoy a confidence boosting performance at Players Championship 4 on the Tuesday, storming to the title and added to several ton-plus averages. Despite a couple of good performances in the same event on Tuesday, Josh Rock did not fare as well as in Wigan overall. Have been eliminated at the first hurdle on both nights in his debut year in the Premier League. A sub-80 average against Michael van Gerwen last week was particularly concerning, with signs of nerves from the Northern Irishman. It has all the makings of a comfortable win for Humphries. I'm going for Luke Humphries to win 6-3, throwing the most 180s and hit the highest checkout. 6-3 to Luke Humphries. And then third up, Luke Littler sneaks revenge over Michael van Gerwen after losing to the Dutchman in Antwerp last week. Michael van Gerwen leads the Premier League table at this early stage of the competition after following his night 1 triumph in Newcastle with a run to the final in Antwerp last week. The Dutchman defeated Luke Littler at 6-4 in last week's semi-final, although he ran out of gas against the inspired Gerwyn in the final. Had it all been some wasteful finishing from Luke Humphries in Belgium, Littler could be coming into night 3 without a point to his name in this year's Premier League. But that being said, the world champion has shown glimpses of his brilliant best. He will not take kindly to his sluggish start to the Premier League campaign. Littler skipped this week's Premier League events, as did MVG, and will likely to have the practice board hard in a bit of reserting himself on the field. And we fancy the youngster to show his class here and remind Van Gerwen on the current packing order. I'm going for Littler to win 6-5. And then lastly, not least, Jonny Clayton. There we go. And lastly, not least, it's an all-Welsh affair in Glasgow as last week's winner Gerwyn challenges 2021 champion Jonny Clayton in the last quarter-final. Just like he did on night 1 in Newcastle, Jonny Clayton won impressively in his opening match last week, but then came up short in the semi-finals. But it was Gerwyn who eliminated him in the last 4 in Antwerp. But the Ferret will have immediate opportunity to gain revenge over his World Cup of Darts teammate. However, that is a tall order against an informed Price, who took the spoils last week following that win over Clayton by seeing off Michael van Gerwen in the final. Compatriots both enter the Players' Championship doubleheader this week, and with Clayton reaching quarterfinals on Monday and Price going one better the following day, these two knows each other's game extremely well, and their matches are often close run encounters, was the case in Amsworth last Thursday. We are expecting to go this one for over 9.5 legs. So I'm going for Price to win it 6-5. That's my predictions then for week 3 of the Premier League of Darts in Glasgow. Leave on the comments below and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Peace out. Have a great day.